How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. You know, I was actually debating on making this video because I know some of my family members watch my videos. I know most of them don't care what kind of content I make, but like, I don't know, it would be funny if they brought it up at like a family dinner or some shit. Like, it's gonna be kind of awkward. But anyways, before we start, I want to make one thing clear. Yeah, I smoke, but I honestly don't smoke as much as you guys might think. Like, no joke, I maybe smoke like once a month or maybe even once every other month. Like, I really don't smoke that much. I don't hate getting high, but I don't go out of my way to get high, you know? I usually smoke when I know I don't got anywhere to be or anything to do. And I usually only smoke if someone actually offers it to me. Most of the time I'd say no because, you know, I wouldn't feel like it at the time, but on rare occasions, like, I would take a hit. You guys might think it's pretty weak, but dude, I see it as a gift. I see friends burning through half their paychecks on weed and products, like taking several hits just to get remotely high because, you know, they built up a tolerance over the years, and it only takes me like one small hit to get high, and I would say that's a gift. I just see it as something to enjoy on occasion, like same thing with drinking. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, I don't care. But anyways, enough about the present. This video is about how it all started. When was the first time I smoked weed? So for that, we have to go back to freshman year in high school. Now, young boy Salven, oh my god, my phone went off. Now, young boy Salven was pretty pure in the beginning, never really touched anything more than a beer with his dad on the holidays. Now, around this time, I only had like a video game addiction. I didn't really know anyone with drugs or hang out with anybody with drugs. I was just doing my own thing for a long time. However, I was the type of kid that would hang out with anybody. I was friends with people in different circles. Like, I would hang out with some preps sometimes. I'd hang out with some anime lovers. Occasionally some goth kids. Like, I was a very social person. One class, I had a friend who, in this video, I'll name Calvin. Now, Calvin was the type of guy who grew up in the ghetto, but he was the nicest dude ever. I never really talked to him that much at first, but he was always cracking jokes, and I thought he was pretty fucking funny. We didn't really hang out until one day I was at lunch, eating outside at a table with my like nasty ass school burger and fries. And Calvin was walking by with some of his friends and his girlfriend, and he stopped and said, oh hey, Salven. And I was like, hey, what's up? And he was like, hey man, you want to come with us to the alley? Now, for you guys who don't know, the alley was actually a popular spot at our school that was like off school grounds and close by for kids to like smoke, vape, and like smoke weed during lunch. And I was like, yeah, sure, and I just went along with them. So I followed them to the alley, and we all stood in a circle just hanging out and cracking jokes. It was pretty fun. But then Calvin got his weed out, he loads it, he smokes it, and starts handing it to the next guy. And Calvin looks over at me and asks if I'm gonna take a hit. And I was like, I never got high before. And he just says back, oh shit, really? And I thought he was gonna make fun of my ass or something, but he was like, if you don't want to smoke, you know, it's all good for real. I really didn't feel pressure at all, but honestly, I kind of wanted to try it. So I asked for it, and Calvin was like, you sure, man? Like, we gotta go back to class after this. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Which was a pretty valid point. Like, guys, if you're trying to do a drug for the first time, don't do it at school or in public or some shit. No, I should be saying don't fucking do drugs at all. I am such a bad influence. But overall, if you're gonna do something stupid, do it at home or with people you trust or some shit. But anyways, my stupid ass was like, it's fine, I want to try it. And Calvin's girlfriend even steps in, and in the story, I'm gonna call this girl Megan. And she was like, you know, Calvin, I had the last 2 classes with him. Like, I can watch him. And Calvin was like, alright. And he lets me take a hit. So I gave it a try. And at first, I felt kind of fine. But then, like, a minute in, it starts to hit me. And it was pretty obvious that I was high. Because, like, everybody was, like, looking at me like, you good, man? I was like, I was kind of, like, spaced out. And the best way I could describe being high, it's like waking up from a daydream every second. And it was pretty relaxing. But even though I was spaced out, like, I was still pretty aware of what was going on around me. Like, I could still respond to people just fine, talk to them just fine. Someone asked me, like, if I was good, I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I wasn't blazed out of my mind. But then it was time to go to class, and Megan walked me to class. Now, luckily, the next 2 classes, we really didn't have much going on. Like, one of them was photography, and Megan and I just had to walk around the school taking pictures of random shit. And the whole time, I was pretty chilled, pretty relaxed, just going on about my business. But Megan was also being like all mother-like and shit. Like, she was offering to buy me snacks and water from the vending machines. I mean, she was a junior at the time, so like a couple years older than me. So she felt obligated to like baby me the whole time. Now, there was this one point we were walking around and we noticed a security guard down the hallway walking towards our direction. So Megan whispers me to go into the bathroom. I wasn't acting high, but my eyes were quite red. That's why she told me to go in. But yeah, it was little things like that she was just protecting me from. The next class, I was pretty lucky because we were just doing some project that wasn't due until like next week or some shit. And Megan and I were just like on the couch in the corner of the room on our Chromebook, just pretending to do our projects. And she was like, you doing okay, Sal? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm good. And she was all giggling and shit because like this shit was fun for her apparently. Now, eventually the school day ended and Calvin and Megan wanted to make sure I got home okay. Now, I wasn't entirely baked, like I could find my way home just fine, but they insisted on taking me home, so they gave me a bottle of water and drove me home. And they even asked me to text them if I ever wanted to hang out with them some more. Like, these two were such great people, like I still love them to this day. But yeah, I guess that brings us to the end of that story. Like I said in the beginning, I'm pretty moderate when it comes to getting high. Like, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, I don't really care. Like, I never go out of my way to get high. Anyways, guys, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more videos, and as always, I will see you guys next time.